Our next comic, this guy is a very funny man. Him and I have done some gigs together around town. He's always been there for me when I needed drugs, and Jeff builds himself as a sit-down comic who's always on a roll. Please, let's give it up for the very funny Jeff Charlebois.
Thank you very, very little, Fred. Fred, you were a lot funnier in bed last night. Listen, before I kick this thing off, I just want to say someone parked in the handicapped spot out front without a placard, and just want you to know I wrote a little note on your car with my key. So I travel around quite a bit doing shows all over the country, and I'm always going through the airports, got to go to the security checkpoints, and they won't bring me through the metal detectors because my wheelchair sets it off, you know. So what they do is they have this big, strong, hairy security guard bring me around the side and pat me down, and sometimes she's pretty rough. And I always say the same thing, that's not a gun, but thank you. But I gotta be honest with you, I'm starting to like it. I got in line like 7 times, almost missed my damn flight. Then I get on the plane, right, and the flight attendant's walking up and down, handing out the meals and the peanuts and the booze, you know. And not a big drinker, but I like to collect the little liquor bottles, you know. So I like to give the kids a little something different on Halloween. And no, not a big drinker at all. Sometimes I used to get so drunk that I could walk. And I was at the mall the other day with one of my friends, and we were cruising around. He says the stupidest things, and we're cruising around. We pass a guy in the wheelchair, and my friend says, "Hey, do you know him?" I said, "No, why?" He said, "Well, he's in a wheelchair, and I figured you all knew each other." I said, "Well, maybe we do, and I've been missing the meetings, you know." A little while later, I said, "Do you know that guy over there?" He said, "No, why?" I said, "Well, he's ugly, and I thought maybe, you know." And my friend sits there and he whines and cries to me, like, "I feel like I have no purpose in life." I said, "Dude, hold on, man. You know, first of all, we all have a purpose in life. There's times when I come home and I feel like my life totally sucks. And then I look at your life, and I feel so much better about it." I said, "You need to find yourself a girlfriend." And the problem with that is men and women are so different, you know. And it's like little things, like men have nicknames for each other. It's like, "Hey, Tank, it's me, Six Pack. You want to come over and work with me and Sweaty on the car?" You know. The girls, they never have nicknames for each other. Could you imagine that? It's like, "Hi, shopping spree, it's me, too much makeup. Listen, do you want to come up to the mall and meet me and Cellulite up there later?" I was injured about 12 years ago, and a lot of people asked me, you know, is sex still the same? And I'm like, you know, hell no. I mean, the prices have gone way up, you know. Dating this chubby Oriental girl now, and her name's Sui, and it's funny, she's a mean. I actually reached the point where I brought her to an orthopedic surgeon just to see if he could find a nice bone in her body. You know, it's just like, I should have seen the signs early, man, because like the first time we made out, it was like for 20 minutes. She pulls away and she says, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, I have a strep throat." I'm like, "Oh, great, now you tell me. Why didn't you tell me earlier? Don't you know you can infect my herpes?" So, and she always wants me to spend the night, you know, and I don't like to do that because I never get any sleep. Her bed's real small, and she hogs the covers, and plus her husband snores, so I just... Anyway, I was watching TV last night and then shooting up some heroin. And I'm kidding. I didn't watch any TV. But people don't like to watch TV with me because I take that remote control and I'm always flipping it around. You know, it starts off, we're watching some nice classic movie like Casablanca. It's like, Sam, how many times have I told you never to play that song in here? Gilligan, you bully, you just ruined our chance of getting off the island. Tattoo? Yes, boss. Tattoo, you are just the right height for my fantasy. Boy, the way Glenn Miller played songs that made the hit parade. Boys like us, we had it made. Those were the days. Good day, mate. Welcome to the Australian channel. My name's Kangaroo Dundee. The next time your Kangaroo Dundee's all over your floor, try to koala from Australia. They get down under. This is the car speaking. Theo, would you bring your sister down here so we could all wrestle and pudding naked? Kermit the Frog here. Kermit, can we wrestle in the pudding naked? How you doing? Welcome to Jack Nicholson's Corner, kids. Here's a story from my favorite author, Dr. Seuss. Sam, do you like green eggs and ham? Sam, I am. Could you eat them with a goat? How would you like them? I shoved them right down your goddamn throat. We now return you to the Wizard of Oz, the short version. Somewhere over the rainbow, any plug faded color. You good witch or the bad witch? Why, I'm the witch at all. We wish to welcome you to Munchkinland. We thank you very sweetly. We are a little by little. We represent the lollipop guild. Follow the orbit road. We're off to see the wizard. Hide a while, wait the hours, conferring with the flowers. If I only had a brain. Well, I'm just an empty kettle of rusted piece of metal. If I only had a heart. Put 'em up, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, yeah. I'll get you one, could you want a little dog too? Ha, and a couple of trollops. It's always got the day when a Maryland about. You were the king of the forest. Yeah. No one gets to see the great and powerful. Bring me back the witch's broom. Yoli. Splash and melting, ding dong, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, the witch is dead. Why, I swear to a sausage triangle, there's no place don't click, there's no place that don't click, there's no place click. There's no place like the Improv. God bless me. Thank you.